Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Kev from the gym. I know it's been a little while. It seems like I'm always struggling to get videos done when I'm in London. Between work and coaching, just no time. But once again, I'm abroad, so I get time to do videos when I'm abroad. But listen, quickly, Fabio Wardley, Daniel Dubois, where do we start? This fight, I cannot wait for this fight. I thought the build-up has gone pretty quiet, but now that it's fight week, media attention's picking up, and I think deservedly so, because this is a true 50-50 fight, a true fight worthy of a world championship on the line. And it's so difficult to split, very hard to split. I think I've gone against Fabio Wardley so many times. I feel like the past few prediction videos I've made have involved Fabio Wardley. And I seem to say the same thing. You just can't write him off. You really just can't write him off. He's got something that you can't teach: the grit, determination, heart. And more than that, he seems that when he actually gets hit, he gets stronger and he gets more dangerous. So with someone like that, yeah, you can't write him off. He's actually the bookie's favourite, which I did think I thought that was a little bit surprising. But he's a close favourite. It's pretty close in terms of the odds. But he is a favourite, and maybe rightly so. You know, he's the champion. People have their doubts about Dubois when things get difficult. So that's probably a part of it. But how do I see this fight going? Well, in short, I think you go Dubois early or you go Fabio late. And I've got it on a bit of a sliding scale. I think, you know, the longer it goes, the more chance you give to Fabio and the less you give to Dubois. So let's say it was, to me, the odds were 80-20 for Dubois in round 1. By round 2, it'd be 70-30. By round 3, 60-40. By round 4, 50-50. By round 5, 60-40 in Fabio's favour. By round 6, 70-30 in Fabio's favour, and so on. So I think the longer the fight goes, the power bar, if you like, for Fabio is going to increase, and for Dubois will decrease in terms of, you know, who might win. That's how I see it. Tactically, Dubois, I've always said, he's got the best jab in heavyweight boxing. He doubles it up very well, but he's got a great jab. It's a power jab, so it hurts like a backhand, but he shoots it nice and straight. And that schooling that he's got, that amateur schooling, that England boxing schooling, he does the very basics very well. So he does a very good straight jab, double jab, and his feet, very basic, but in and out of range very well. He sort of glides into range and glides out of range, glides into range and glides out of range. And I always say with that, he's got a very good chin, but also it's because when he does get hit, he's sort of riding the punch. He's usually taking a bit of sting away from it because he's galloping out of range. So that sort of in and out footwork that he's got, it's very underrated in fairness, but I think that and his jab can give anyone trouble. Fabio Wardley is quite unorthodox in how he defends. So Dubois is very in and out with his feet, not a lot of head movement, not even a lot of hand defense really. It is a lot of sort of in and out, gliding in and out of range. Fabio Wardley, quite the opposite. Not a lot of hand defense, but he's quite flexible. He bends at the waist a lot, he slips and he rolls punches. Sometimes he might dip too low, but so it might not look pretty, but he has got quite good natural reflexes, basically, is how I would say it. He doesn't move his feet when he defends often, but he has got natural reflexes. He bends at the waist, he'll slip punches. So his sort of upper body movement is quite good. How do I see this fight playing out? Yeah, as I say, to me, it's a true 50-50. It is a true 50-50. I like what I've seen from Dubois this fight week. He seems like he's revved up and ready to go. I've just seen their open workout. And Dubois, for me, fights best when he's like a coiled spring, when he's kind of like raring and ready to go. And then on fighting that, he's kind of just let off the leash and it's kind of instinctive. And I felt the same way when he was getting ready for the Joshua fight, and I see him to be in that same sort of zone. He's kind of like jittery, ready, fired up. Some people might think it's nervous energy, But to me, it's just he just fights best when he's kind of like coiled up, revving to go, and then fight night. If you time it right on fight night release, and it's instinctive, it's will just sort of flow naturally. On the flip side, Fabio Wardley looks calm, collected. He always does, so no change there. And one thing I will say about Fabio is that he trains extremely hard. Forget the whole white collar stuff. He has actually improved a lot as a boxer. You know, a legitimate world champion. He's got some very good wins on his resume against very good boxers. But you can see fight on fight he's improving. The only thing I would say about Wardley is that he does. Sometimes he can be a slow starter, and it's funny because he almost like he needs to get hit to wake up and then to get going. I remember the Nathan Gorman fight. First round, he was getting touched up a little bit. Second round, he turned up and it just took over the fight against Nathan Gorman, just basically beat him up, relentless, pushed him back. Nick Webb, again, he had to get clipped for him to wake up. Molina, the same, get clipped for him to wake up. It seems like he might be a slow starter and then he'll get hit and then he'll wake up, he'll get going. Now, can you afford to be that kind of slow starter against Dubois, you know, and get clipped to wake up? Getting clipped against Dubois, you might not wake up, you know. He's a very, very hard puncher, very good finisher, very good distance management as well. So for me, you can't afford to be lackadaisical. You have to be switched on for the whole time, I think. And I think Fabio Wardley will be switched on the whole time. So yeah, true 50-50 matchup. It's tough. It's tough. It's really tough. My final prediction is Dubois in 4 or Fabio Wardley in the last 4 rounds. So Dubois first 4 rounds or Fabio Wardley in the last 4 rounds, the championship rounds. And for me, it's really as simple as that. I don't think it goes any other way. I think it's Dubois early, just by getting his rhythm going, big double jabs, big right hand, left hook comes into play, and maybe kind of, you know, gets Fabio Wardley hurt and he can keep unloading and, as I say, very good finisher. Or, yeah, Fabio Wardley can weather the storm, can box a bit, get his way, you know, box his way through the fight, and towards the back end of the fight, last 4 rounds, that's when his mental fortitude, his toughness, his strength, and his power, because he carries power throughout the rounds, that's when his power might tell. So yeah, for me, Dubois first 4 rounds or Fabio Wardley last 4 rounds, and I really can't split it more than that. But listen, it's a great fight. Put in the comments what you think the result will be, you know, who you're going for, who you want to win or who you think would win. But I'm just, respect to both guys for getting on. They're both tough. They've both got great chins to me, in my opinion. And yeah, they're just both great fighters in different ways, but they are both great fighters. Legitimately number 2 and 3 to me behind Usyk. So let's see, may the best man win. But that's me, Kev from the gym. Peace.